is my last full day in Mull. For those of you who've watched my Lost in Iona upload, you'll see this morning I've already been across to Iona for the second time. So this afternoon I've decided to just come back to where I was the other day, where I've walked to from the site, but I've come in the car this time, and I'm going to do a little coastal walk and just go and spot some beaches because it's all very pretty. So hopefully guys I'm not going to get lost on this one, but I can't promise that I won't. You will find I get lost a lot there, but just look at that. I'm hoping as I go around the sort of hill here, this bit here, the wind may not be as bad because it's pretty horrendous on the site, and it would be a gorgeous day if that wind would just drop. Well, this is somewhat more reassuring as there's a bench, so it's obviously frequented quite a lot. I'm not out in the wilderness, oh my word. I can see why there's a bench here. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. Just look at that. Down there already. And guess what I've not brought with me? My bikini. But you know what? There's nobody here. So I think I'm gonna go in my underwear. I've got a thong on, I've got a black bra that looks like a bikini top. Matter. Flippy heck, I'm not going to get arrested, am I? For indecent exposure or anything. It's just too good an opportunity. But I'm not going to film that bit. Kids would go mad. Mum, you're in your underwear. Oh, but just look. Isn't that beautiful? The sand is just so light. Gee, you could be abroad, couldn't you? Honestly, never seen water like this before. Shades of turquoise and ocean. My coat even blends in with it. Absolutely stunning. I don't know how many times I must have said stunning on these videos, but it's breathtaking, it really is. Absolutely out of this world, this place. I don't want to go home, but equally I don't think I could live here. I love my peace and quiet, and I love my remoteness. I couldn't live here full time though. It's a little bit too remote for me. I could quite happily spend a good few weeks at a time here though. Anyone here? It's not a soul. I think now, as I'm sat here, it's probably a good time to say what my feelings about Mull really are. I am so glad I came here, honestly. It's like another world. You lose all track of time. You lose all track of what day of the week it is, when you arrived. You just get totally absorbed by the island. And as you all know, I do love all my solo stuff, my solo travelling, my solo adventures. But I think coming here, I think if I was to come back, and I am going to come back, I'd love to come back here with somebody. It's such a romantic place. It really is. It's just, you fall in love with the island. And I just think it's a place for couples to connect or reconnect. That's pretty deep for me, that, isn't it? But honestly, it's breathtaking. It's totally overwhelming how you feel when you're here. Just love it. You watch, I probably will be back here on my own, but you never know. Someone out there might be crazy enough to put up with me. It's lovely. Last morning on Mull, and look, first morning to waking up with no sun, just mist. Can't even see across to Ferry out there. The winds have dropped now, so it's breakfast time and pack up, ready back across to Oban. Now leaving Fidden Farm. I think today is probably quite a good day for leaving, if I'm honest. It's quite overcast, it's drizzly rain. I mean, it might brighten up later, the sun's up there, but I'm kind of ready to go now, back to the mainland. I made a bit of an effort, I've done my hair. First time I've done it since I got here early. I've just been scraping it back, but I thought, you know what, going back to the mainland, can't be living the island life now. I'll get glammed up a little bit. Well, I've tried. Anyway, ferry across to Oban, Tesco for fuel, now that I know where the Tesco is in Oban. So I should be back over Oban at about 1:15, I think, and then I've got a 3-hour drive to my next site, which is a little CL site in the other side of Glasgow, Abingdon, I think it is. It's called Lanarkshire. So yeah, that's just a little CL site which I booked for one night, because I thought otherwise that's going to be about a 6-hour journey home from here, possibly a bit longer, which I thought was a little bit too long for Molly and having Harold as well, and May. So it will be a case of, if I just stay the one night, just get the tent up, put the basics in that I need, and just crash there for the night, and then head home tomorrow. If it is a nice site, I'm going to stay for 2 nights, because nobody at home is really expecting me back till tomorrow. Yeah, no, Tuesday. Last up, what day is it today? Sunday, Monday? Yeah, Tuesday. So play it by ear, see how it is when I get there. Well, I entered the island with rain, and I'm leaving the island a bit of roadkill then. Oh lordy, honestly, instead of playing chicken, I was playing duck. As I was about to say, I won't sing the song because then YouTube won't let me upload my video because it'll get copyrighted Mull of Kintyre. Anyway, I'm on my way. My ferry crossing went with no problems whatsoever, apart from, which wasn't a problem, it was quite entertaining, there were two rugby groups who had been playing in Mull coming back on the ferry, let's say rather inebriated. One of them decided that they were going to jump into the dock bit where the ferries go and have a swim across to some platform, and then take his bills off on the platform and just have a little flash to everyone with about 40 rugby lads cheering him on like they do. And then 5 minutes before we were due to actually drive onto the ferry, one of them decided he was going to keel over and pass out in front of my car, which I was like, oh no, as much as I'm feeling sorry for you, mate, you're shifting because I'm getting on this ferry. But what was quite funny was his mates were just kind of stepping over him and leaving him to it. So whether it's a regular occurrence, I don't know. But anyway, he was up. He looked really ropey on the ferry though. They were sat sort of like behind me. A few of them just passed out, honestly. Makes me glad I don't drink anymore. But anyway, I'm now on route to my next stop, 135 miles, and it's just under 3 hours, it's saying. Apparently the sun is beaming there because my friends have been pulled up into the services because they've had a couple of weeks in Scotland, and they text me to say the sun's shining. I was like, great, leave it there because that's where I'm heading now. I think I'm about 20 minutes from the services, so hopefully it'll stay nice and sunny for getting the tent up, and then I can just have a evening chilling. And it does seem really strange being back on roads with traffic coming to you and lots of traffic everywhere. It's a bit like, oh. Now hopefully this next leg will go with no hitches whatsoever, and I will be able to show you my tent in situ and prove that I can do something with no mishaps. So I've made it to my next site. So this is my last one now. I've paid for 2 nights because it's a really lovely little spot. And look at that, sun's out. And there's walks from the site apparently as well. So there's a road there, but I did read the reviews and they said it doesn't really affect you because of an evening, it's pretty quiet. So we shall see. It's not bad, £15 a night with hookup. So look at them views though, that's lovely. And there's a little river here apparently. I shall go and investigate. Oh, that's quite cute. Oh, yes, there's a little river, and you can go on a walk up there as well. There's a dog walk up into the hills. Well, that's the end of my Scotland road trip. I am on my way home. So the little site that I am leaving now, the little CL site, I did intend staying for 2 nights. However, there's always a however. On my arrival, the lady who owns the site was pleasant enough to me. She'd been pleasant in her emails and was pleasant enough on my arrival. couple of little things I was kind of like, oh, okay, but maybe that's just our way. But I'd arranged to meet a friend there who lives quite close by, and they said, I'll just book for one night as well. On their arrival, she greeted them very differently. Now, this person is a solo male camper. I don't know if she has things against men or against dogs, because the dog thing was why I'm leaving. However, she was very rude to him, and he is one of the loveliest people, so friendly. He's a local Scotsman, so you know, it's not as though he doesn't know the area or the people. He in fact just lives 40 minutes down the road, and what he actually said was the way she was with him, had he have not arranged to be meeting me there, he'd have turned around and found another site, because she was so rude to him. He basically asked the simple questions of, what are your rules on pitching? Because every site has different different rules if it's just a CL site. To which she replied, you should have read all the instructions before you came. He was meant to have looked up on the Camping and Caravanning Club rule guide. She could have just explained to him how she wanted him to pitch. She said to me, just pitch anywhere. So she gave us both a very different reception, if you like. And then all over the site, on fences, on gates, there's rules everywhere. There's lots of do nots, especially with your dogs. Now, I always do have Molly on a tie out anyway, because she does tend to wander. Now, he has a dog so well behaved and literally does not move from his side. So we were sat out between the two tents on our chairs, Molly on a tie out, his dog lay between us, and she kind of frog marched from, we don't know where she came from, I think she has surveillance cameras, and said that the dog must be on a lead at all times, and proceeded to stand there until he put the dog on the lead, and then told him again the dog must be on a lead at all times. Which, I get it, there's rules, however, she could quite blatantly see the dog was not moving and would not move, and we explained that to her, but no. The facilities themselves, I am rambling a bit, aren't I, but the facilities themselves, not that great, considering they were, so without hookup it was £10 a night. Now over on Mull, on Fidden Farm, I was paying £12 a night, obviously no hookup, but the facilities there were the best I've ever been to. Here they weren't that great, and you have to pay 20p for 2 minutes in the shower, and they weren't particularly clean either, and the windows of their bungalow look straight onto the toilet windows, so you feel like you're constantly being watched. Big security lights when you're going across to the toilets of a night, which are great for guiding you, however they light up the whole field, and it's like it's telling them people are walking about. So obviously my friend has gone back now, and I was going to stay on, but then the other few people who are on the site, they all went, so it was just me on my own, and I didn't feel comfortable, to be honest, and I thought, I don't really want to be here, which isn't like me, because the surrounding was so lovely, but because I just didn't feel, not safe, just not comfortable. So I've basically packed up my tent, we're all loaded up, and I'm heading home. But overall, I've had such an amazing time. I really have. Super time, loved every minute of it, even the scary bits where I've got myself in like a few little scrapes, but yeah, I'm going the wrong way there. Just loved it. And thank you for watching my videos, guys. I really do appreciate every single like and every single comment, and new subscribers, welcome aboard. I hope you stay with me on this crazy journey.